Hi, thank you all for joining. My name is Jason,
And my name's Mason.
and we are the co founders of Kerat AI. Have you ever worried about the way your hair looks or feels? Have you ever bought a product that promised amazing results only to be disappointed? Well, you're not alone. Most people rely on trial and error to find out what works for their hair, wasting time and money and damaging their self confidence in the process. But what if there was a scientific way to match you with the perfect hair care products for your unique head of hair? That's where Carrot comes in. Our technology analyzes your hair fibers using advanced microscopy and image analysis tools, measuring its thickness, curl pattern, and other key features to give you precise, data driven insights into your unique hair type. Based on this information, we provide you personalized product recommendations tailored just for you. Whether you're dealing with frizziness and dryness, or just trying to find the right shampoo and conditioner for your budget, we take the guesswork out of hair care. No more frustration, no more wasted products, just healthier, better looking hair backed by science. We're here to help you understand your hair so you can finally give it what it needs, making you feel healthy, happy, and beautiful.
Kerat AI, our mission is to change the way hair conscious consumers find their hair care products by providing them with data driven insights about their unique fiber biology. Our service makes use of proprietary technology, combining computer vision and AI to identify your hair's unique profile, allowing Carrot to match you with products that are the best fit for you. Our objective approach ensures that hair gets the care it needs, improving its health and longevity and boosting your confidence. Our passion for people drives us to explore the vast diversity of hair types to promote healthier hair for all.
Now, from our survey of over 50 people, we found that 90% use a hair care product on a weekly basis. Not only that, but 2 in 3 are currently in search of new products to either replace or add to their current regimen, and over half change their routine more than twice per year. This low rate of product loyalty indicates that there's a high level of product dissatisfaction. One of the biggest factors contributing to this is the fact that products are still chosen through straight up trial and error. Think of the bottle of shampoo you have in your shower that you bought because it smelled nice or was on sale or it had a fun ad. If it didn't work as well as you thought it would, you end up stuck with this giant supply of mediocre product that you're forced to get through before trying a new one and potentially disliking it again. Not only that, but if you do find a product that you absolutely love and your hair changes as you age, or if you move from one place to another with a different climate, you're back to square one. This dilemma is exactly what our team at Carrot aims to solve. So, who exactly are we? My name is Jason, and I'm the co founder and CEO of Carrot AI. I am a PhD candidate in the lab of Dr. Ryan Driscoll here at Washington State University, and we study the cellular and molecular biology that governs skin and hair development. From my work in the lab, we found that one of the biggest gaps in the field is this inability to accurately digitize and quantify hair fibers. Through a series of technological innovations, we've built a robust system for being able to do this in a research setting and are looking to transform our innovation into an impactful solution for cosmetic science and beyond.
And hi, I'm Mason. I'm the co-founder and CMO at Kerat AI. I'm an undergraduate here at WSU studying genetics and cell biology. I contributed to the development of our core technology and ever since have been applying my expertise to create concise messaging, perform customer outreach, and develop strategies to enter the market. Additionally, our CSO at Carrot is Dr. Ryan Driscoll. Dr. Driscoll continues to shape the future of hair research, pushing the boundaries of scientific understanding and laying the foundation for transformative solutions in health and beauty industries. We also recruited an experienced advisory board with experts in both the hair care industry and consumer product marketing to complement our team's technical skills. We anticipate further recruiting leaders in data science, accounting, and operational planning to finalize our well-rounded advisory board.
Now, unsurprisingly, we are not the first people to think of tailoring cosmetics towards an individual's wants and needs. The majority of players in the personalized cosmetics market rely on self-reported surveys to adjust their product formulations. However, research has shown that individuals often have inherent biases about their own hair, meaning that a survey is not necessarily the most accurate way to gather this data. In fact, if you watch some of our competitors' advertisements, you may notice how their users cite things such as not knowing that they had wavy hair. Well, If you didn't know that you had wavy hair, a survey definitely isn't going to help you figure that out. Currently, the only real way to resolve this disconnect is by seeking out the help of a professional to discover your true hair type.
There are some companies that offer exactly that, a personalized analysis by a hair expert known as a trichologist. As with most specialty services that rely on experts, this model tends to be extremely expensive, typically in the range of $100 to $300, making it unobtainable to the average consumer. Furthermore, these models rely on telehealth appointments with experts, which the modern consumer, increasingly time constrained, simply doesn't have time for. The scalability of this business model is also concerning, as it's constrained by the number of trichologists available for hire. On top of this, these experts gather little to no quantitative data for their analysis, leading to greater variability and making their service more subjective instead of objective.
So, what exactly is our innovation and how are we aiming to solve this? We have developed an automated pipeline for imaging and quantifying hair fibers and utilizing these measurements to recommend products in a cost-effective and scalable manner. As a result of our streamlined method of analysis, we are able to scale our platform without loss of quality or increases in cost. This dramatically brings down the cost of analysis to under $10 per sample. And at this low of a cost, we are able to outcompete other market players and bring our service to the masses. And our platform doesn't just measure, it learns. Each analysis feeds into the development of our comprehensive human hair database, enabling never before seen insights into hair biology across diverse populations. This unprecedented resource not only increases the accuracy of our product recommendations, but also unlocks a new era of evidence-based cosmetic formulation and efficacy monitoring. From empowering individual consumers to accelerating cosmetic development, our technology will define the next generation of innovation in the hair care industry.
So what is our product? Our product is designed to be as simple and easy to use for our customers as possible. Simply clip it, send it, and we take care of the rest. We take care of the imaging and analysis of your hair, and before you know it, we deliver a comprehensive, personalized report about your unique head of hair and recommendations for how to best take care of it. Not only that, but you'll have access to a gallery of images of both your hair fibers and our quantifications to explore more in depth than ever before. Our transparent approach aims to build customer trust in our technology and foster curiosity in what makes your hair truly your own. We plan to offer our service as a one-time test kit priced at $25 or a subscription, allowing users to be tested 2 to 4 times per year. This enables our customers to see how their hair changes over time, monitoring its health and constantly adapting their hair care routine to changes in their lifestyle or environment.
The strategy we have to grow our business is to leverage the over 250,000 hairstylists, hairdressers, and barbers that are working throughout the US. They are the true experts that work it with hair every single day. They are the ones that see clients from all walks of life and from a variety of different backgrounds and use their training and experience to best help their clients with the problems that they're struggling with. Not only that, but they're the only ones that have built up a rapport and consistent communication with their clients to allow them to learn what their clients like and don't like, and what works for their clients and what doesn't work for them. Through collaborating with these professionals, we will provide them with accurate quantitative data about their clients, enabling them to tailor and improve the quality of their services, increasing overall customer satisfaction, retention, and referral rate. Through this process, we will be able to refine our product's customer experience, optimize sample collection logistics, and catalog insights from these professionals to build a better platform.
With this strategy, we aim to propel ourselves into this large and rapidly growing industry. The total addressable market for personalized hair care is currently valued at $3.5 billion and projected to grow at 21.1% annually. On top of this, the impressive growth in sales of products priced above $30 indicates a growing market for both luxury and personalized products. This reflects the overall increase in value that consumers are placing on their hair's health and appearance. Kerat offers the one and only scientifically accurate and scalable way to meet and satisfy this growth in demand. So where are we going?
Morning.
Our current 5-year projections highlight the phases and milestones we aim to achieve in our go-to-market strategy. Last year, we developed our technology for automated hair fiber analysis and demonstrated its capabilities for expediting academic research. This year, we've already translated this model to support human hair fiber analysis, and we plan to incorporate our company. Next year, we'll have finalized a preliminary database through collaborations with local high-end salons and barbershops. And later on, we will continue to grow and incorporate these services into national salon chains such as Drybar or Fantastic Sam's. In 2028, we'll leverage the insights we have gained through our earlier milestones and open up our platform for direct-to-consumer sales, supporting at-home testing and product delivery subscriptions. We then aim to identify gaps in the market where current products are not satisfying our customers and build prescription product lines to fill these niches.
And one thing we haven't really touched on yet in our presentation or our business plan is a milestone that we've envisioned since the inception of Kerat AI, to launch Kerat Health. Now, due to the adaptability of our technology, we are not limited to just use cases in academic research or consumer products, but can even branch out to applications such as the diagnosis of a variety of diseases. When you think of getting older, one thing you may immediately think of is your hair graying. This change in hair growth and appearance coincides with shifts in overall health. In fact, there are a number of other metabolic and chronic diseases that inflict changes in hair fiber structure and composition. We aim to reinvest a significant proportion of our profits from Kerat AI directly into research efforts to decode these changes and further the use of hair as a diagnostic tissue. Hair has a number of unique advantages, such as its being non-invasive and easy to collect. It also has the ability to be performed at home without needing to go into a doctor's office. Additionally, as it grows in length, it continues to store health information, enabling the tracking of biomarkers over time and identifying trends in an individual's health. Lastly, hair provides a means for measuring changes to both internal processes, such as shifts in nutrition, and external changes, such as exposure to environmental toxins. We truly believe that this method has the ability to dramatically increase access to care and significantly decrease time to disease detection, improving overall health outcomes. And don't you worry, your furry friends are not left out. Because our platform is agnostic to species, it can be tailored to any animal with hair, meaning that we can bring these advancements to improve the health of your pets back home.
Overall, empowered by its unique technology, we at Kerat aim to enter a rapidly growing market, employing our high-margin business model to outcompete the competition. With our winning combination of scalability, capacity for data generation, personalized experiences, and a service-first mindset, we plan to grow a large customer base of loyal users because the results speak for themselves. Kerat is the catalyst for a hair care revolution, backed by science, and we are asking you to join our efforts to transform cosmetics from makeup to medicine.
Your monetary support through the award of $15,000 will directly go towards fulfilling a research proposal that we already have drafted for working with a group known as Hyperspectral AI. Through this collaboration, we aim to capture more detailed structural information from hair fiber samples, such as markers of damage or exposure to environmental hazards. We also believe our platform presents significant social and technological innovations, modernizing a left-behind industry to reduce waste and improve outcomes. Through the support of these awards, we can cover costs of licensing our technology from the university and cover additional compute costs going forward. In addition to participating in the WSU Business Plan competition, we have submitted an application for the National NSF I-Corps program and are preparing multiple SBIR grants to acquire non-dilutive funds and get us one step closer to achieving our dreams here at Kerat AI. With that, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And especially for reviewing and providing feedback on our executive summary and business plans. And we are happy to take any questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to pause that timer on that 15-minute presentation and start the 10-minute judges questioning.
Awesome. I'll go ahead. Like to start off. I'm sort of curious on the technology front. So if I walk through this user experience, I cut off a sample of my hair, send it in, and I would say, hey, do I want to style it in a certain way, or I want my hair to be soft and smooth? You guys will provide like a recommendation for that, Head and Shoulders. But after I've used that recommended product, do you have any sort of feedback loop just in terms of collecting an additional hair sample to see how that particular product impacts my hair and sort of like the feedback that I can give about it's too wiry or whatever the case is, and how you're sort of using that to like refine. Because I think the key here is sort of like a database of information that how does certain hair respond to certain forms of products. So can you sort of walk me through what that experience is like?
Yeah, I can take that if that's okay with you, Mason.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's kind of in line with our subscription model, where we have users that will maybe want to test out a product and then see how it affects their hair. So that's where we'll be able to do some kind of level of efficacy monitoring. So suppose your hair is really prone to UV damage, which has specific markers in hair, or is prone to breakage. And now we're prescribing you this product that says, hey, we're going to make sure that this doesn't happen, or it doesn't happen as frequently. So then you use our product, and in 6 months, a year's time, you send in another sample, and we can see how your hair has changed with the use of that product over that course of time. See if it's improved, see if other changes are coming up. So for example, you're using a product that is meant to improve your hair's health and increase the structural integrity of your fiber, so it's less prone to breakage. But for whatever reason, that also increases the greasiness of your hair. So now we need to offset that in some way and prescribe you a slightly modified product. So I think that's kind of built into our system, where you're submitting a sample once, getting some product, seeing how that product feels, providing another sample to test again, and your user feedback, and then we'll adjust the formulation from there.
And I assume all of that sort of feedback and like analysis is being fed back into like your like AI, like the ML models to train for the future, correct?
Yes, that's correct. We have
Okay.
two primary models. One is like the analysis tool, so being able to take in a sample and quantify it for these measurable features, and then a matching algorithm. So taking those features and the list of products that are available and finding the products that are suited for your particular hair features.
Okay, awesome. And you just sort of briefly touched on this, and as the patent attorney in the room, I'm going to ask it. Who owns this intellectual property? Is it the university?
It is the university.
Okay.
We're an academic lab, so the university has IP.
Right.
We work with the Office of Commercialization consistently throughout this process,
Sure.
and have filed a provisional patent to protect our analysis technology.
Okay, and I mean, so obviously that's contingent upon. Well, I don't want to say contingent upon, but like, having like a license to use that technology. I mean, is I would assume that's part of like your strategy here is trying to be able and like obtain. But do you always sort of like envision working under like the university, or do you sort of want to take this out of the university, like, and start a full company and have your own sort of like IP like around it, or what does that future look like?
I think we are planning in the short term to build up a service center within the university, so we can take in samples from some of our industry collaborators and get some preliminary revenue, proof of concept, make sure our product is working as we intend, and make sure it's as robust as we envision it. And then spin it out as a company, license the technology from the Office of Commercialization. They have a startup technology licensing agreement that you can fill, which will give us some, options period where we can work and continue to refine the product and the technology, and then afterwards license the technology for use in the company.
Awesome.
I'm sorry, go ahead. Nick, you opened the door for me on something. Go ahead.
Go for it.
Yeah, this relates to exactly what Nick was asking regarding the recommendations you make. So when I read the business plan and listened to the presentation, first of all, I'll tell you that what you guys wrote and the presentation itself, very well done, organized, structured, clear. I appreciate that. The big gap that I saw was, what database are you using, and how do you manage or match a specific product to someone who has now submitted their hair for evaluation and it needs product such and such? How have you made that connection? That's another database, I would think, and somehow there's some technology that says that Head and Shoulder, whatever it might be, matches what we're analyzing here as far as the results of the sample that was sent in. How are you doing that, and what relationships have you established to do that?
So I can actually take that one.
Okay, go.
And then I'll pass it off to you, Jason, at the end to talk about relationships, because you've been doing a lot of that. But figuring out how to build our recommendation platform is baked into our go-to-market strategy. We're planning on collaborating with these high-end salons along with these more larger chains like Drybar and Fantastic Sam's. And so what we want to gain from that is being able to both collect hair from their customers, but then also get feedback directly from hairstylists and things like that, who will be able to ask their own customers, hey, did this product work for you? Do you still have any more concerns? And really get all of that qualitative thing like feedback, which is not so easy to collect in things like a survey or just like simple data. We really need those stylists kind of on the front lines, talking to customers, getting their actual feedback, so that we can build an algorithm to connect recommended or recommending products with the actual hair fiber analyses that we are performing.
Okay. I thought there would have been some technology that you guys were developing that actually would match specific products to an individual, which would be kind of a cool product to have, by the way. But I understand that approach you're taking. Then the second question is, as far as you guys using machine learning in the AI environment, looking at your financials, are you accounting for the fact that this takes up some serious CPU power and relationships that you have to have in order to continue feeding data into the machine learning platform? That's a cost.
Yeah, I can kind of touch on that. We did include that cost, and we're trying to build our platform to be as cost effective as possible. That's actually one of the ways we developed the analysis technology, is to be built to run on lower end machines that don't require as much computational power or horsepower. We also plan to partner with the NVIDIA Inception program. It's a startup program out of NVIDIA that helps support startups with compute time, giving them access to GPUs for model training, things like that, and also connecting them to a group of VCs. So that's one of the ways we're trying to account for those issues. I think, as technology develops, I think our platform will just get easier and easier to use on smaller and smaller machines. And yes, we will have to account for, as we get larger and larger data, that's something that we'll have to figure out how to store it properly in a secure way if it is, highly accurate and potentially needs to be protected for privacy concerns.
Okay, great. Hey, good response. Yeah, that's good. That's comforting. If I was an investor, I'd be comforted with that response. So thank you.
Yeah. Great job, everyone, on the presentation. One of the things that I was thinking about is with the lab tests and with the testing, the user experience as far as like what times do you test versus once you're locked into a product, right? Like, are you using that product for 6 months, a year? Why do I need to come back and test? And so in framing sort of the value prop, have you thought through what's the value prop of maybe testing every 6 months or a year for a user? Maybe something with supply chain or the change of the product, or how are you framing it?
Mason, would you like to take that?
Yeah, I can take that one for sure. So I don't know if you've ever noticed, but if you move cities, like for me, I'm a student, I go between Seattle and Pullman. And before I had no hair, I used to have a lot of very curly hair. And so what I would notice is when I was back here in Seattle, I would be super happy with how my hair looked. And then, sometimes I would go back to Pullman and I would be using the same products, doing the exact same routine, and my hair would look different. So that just kind of plays into, number one, people are moving for jobs and things like that. And on top of that, there's a big difference between the summer climate where it can be, warm, the sun's beating down and drying out your hair, or the winter climate when it's really cold and there's more hair breakage. And so testing, like I think our subscription model, the premium subscription right now, we're planning on testing our users 4 times a year, basically once per season. And so just based on that, we're able to track those environmental changes and how they're going to be affecting people's hair.
Yeah, I think that's a good response. I think you should maybe think about people transitioning as a lower user segment and the stickiness of first adopting versus the long-term life cycle of it. Maybe what does it look like for the first 6 months or year, transitioning into year over year? Because I think you guys did a really good job of outlining the potential for diagnostics and other things like health diagnostics at my yearly exam or something like that. But I think maybe just spend a little bit more time of like that stickiness, which I think you'll discover with user studies as well. So
I will add one
Sorry, so I do have to cut this off here. That is the end of that 10-minute Q&A round. So thank you so much for your time today, and I hope you both have a good Friday. And I will ask that you guys leave the call at this point.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
Thank you all
Really
so
nice
much.
job.
Thank you.
Great job.
Feel free to
Thank you,
reach out
guys.
to our emails. Happy to answer any other questions. Thank you. Have a good
Of
one.
course.